What's going on, guys? This is David checking in from DW Fitness. This week I was asked to make a video about the overhead press. It's a great shoulder movement which I alternate off and on with dumbbell military presses. So this is a really great compound movement for the shoulders which emphasizes core stability in contrast to dumbbell military presses which allow you to perform the movement seated and take out the core involvement. So personally, I like dumbbell military presses though more, but the overhead press is a great movement to alternate with military presses during plateaus and routine switches to create variety in your programming. So one of the biggest issues that I want to cover first is that people often lack thoracic mobility to optimally perform the movement, or they do not focus on maintaining thoracic mobility or improving thoracic mobility, which leads to pressing the bar in front of the body and overstresses the lower back. So if you guys have not seen my thoracic spine mobility video, I'll link it here. You can click on it right here. But these are some great moves to help you develop and improve mobility for the overhead press and other movements which involve thoracic mobility as well. If you lack thoracic mobility, the reason it's so important to focus on is because you will likely end up pressing the bar in front of you and excessively arching the lower back once the weight gets heavy. This can be really dangerous for the lower back and also takes emphasis off the shoulders and places more focus onto the chest. Think of like an incline dumbbell press or barbell press. As you lean back more, you are turning the overhead press movement more towards an incline chest press. So here are my main key tips for this movement. You want to aim to press the bar in a straight line. Remember, the shortest distance is a straight line, and if you're pressing the bar forward and then back, it's not going to be as efficient. So in order to do this, you'll need to start with your head just slightly back, and the way to do this is to pack your spine and start in slight thoracic extension with your elbows slightly externally rotated out. Because if your elbows are too narrow and pointed straight forward, you'll likely not have a stable base and will likely lose power in the movement as well. So pack your shoulders back and down to create that stability and tightness. Once you do that, your head will naturally be in a corrective position. And as you drive the bar over your head, drive your chin forward to finish the movement through its full range of motion once the bar passes your head. This will allow you to press the bar in a straight line, and at the top you'll finish the movement by fully locking out. At the top, one great tip is to internally rotate your shoulders slightly. Your elbows should be pointing out slightly to allow the bar to go to the midline and lock out really strong. So another tip I want to say is to make sure that you brace your core and squeeze your glutes. This will help prevent power leaks in the movement, because if your glutes are loose or your core is loose, you're not going to be stable and you're not going to be able to push as strong as you would if you didn't have any core leaks. So in summary, the biggest errors are pushing the bar in front of you and excessively arching your back, and this can be due to poor thoracic mobility. And my tips are to make sure you brace your core, squeeze your glutes, set the bar, and make sure you're packed as you start and push the movement. Drive the head inside right when you pass overhead. Keep the bar in the midline and push straight up, not in a curve. And finish in an internally rotated shoulder position with the elbows slightly pointed out. So I truly hope that this video helps you guys. I know it's a lot to take in, but I wanted to make a pretty simple and comprehensive video regarding this movement, and I hope it helps you all. Thank you so much.